Did you know that 30 years ago in this country, there were fewer car accidents, yet there were more people killed in those accidents? Why don't people get hurt as much on Canadian roads these days? Well, cars got safer to crash. Drivers certainly didn't get any safer. At least, the ones in our rehab center aren't very safe. Oh, Thankfully, though, modern vehicles are designed to peel apart and break themselves, instead of breaking the people inside. To put it simply, old cars were designed to withstand a serious impact, whereas new machines, well, they're designed to crumple like a coffee cup, and that's safer for everyone, because you don't know where a bad driver's car might appear. This is Canada's worst driver. This year, the Driver Rehabilitation Centre is located at the Dunnville, Ontario Airport. 8 nominees for the title, Canada's Worst Driver, checked in here. Now there's only 6 left. And those fine folks are... from Montreal, Dean, originally from Zimbabwe, was nominated by his friend, Brian.
Oh, my God!
At home, Dean is a low-leaning, cell phone-talking,
Hello?
U-turn making, speed demon.
Look at me, I got kids, man. I don't want to die, man.
In the Driver Rehabilitation Center, we've been trying to get Dean to sit up straight.
A bit more?
And slow right down. But in intense situations, Dean often forgets to slow down at all.
Hey! What's up? What's up? Yo! Where you going?
In Hampton, New Brunswick, Jamie has a lot of driving questions for her husband, Eric.
What am I doing now, Eric?
At home, Jamie is a hand-waving, strange sound-making, perpetually panicking mother of an 8-year-old
Why does this happen?
who constantly asks questions.
What do I do? What am I doing? No, what do I do?
In rehab, we've been trying to get Jamie to be more assertive, but it's a slow process.
What am I supposed to do?
In St. Catharines, Ontario, Dale is a little spacey, but when she drives, she runs out of space, according to John, her nephew.
In our family, we call our Aunt Dale Dingy Dale.
At home,
Oh, my God.
wealthy housewife Dale was a door-dinging, red-light-running, stop-sign disregarding road hog with no respect for left turn lanes.
This is what I do.
In rehab, we've been trying to make Dale realize that casually causing damage has no place on Canadian roads. And she claims to be getting the message.
My whole mentality about my driving in the past is completely changed.
From Edmonton, Slow Diane was nominated as Canada's Worst Driver by Rayanne, one of her 6 children. At home, Diane is an overly hesitating, traffic delaying, tear wiping, cell phone talker
I'm lost.
who never goes the speed limit.
Okay, Mom, this is a 80
zone and you're going 50.
In rehab, Diane has been slowly speeding up.
80.
And she's been crying less and less.
That was awesome.
From Springbank, Alberta, Brad was nominated as Canada's worst driver by Donna, his backseat driving wife.
Did you even look?
Brad is a gear-grinding, road-raging, stress magnet who sometimes pulls over to cry.
But you want to laugh?
I'm not laughing.
In rehab, we're offering Brad emotional support.
Yeah, right?
But his own dangerous driving is still causing this farm boy extreme mood swings.
I knew it. I'm a idiot.
From Ottawa, Lance was nominated by his best friend, Gilles. At home, Lance is a hyperventilating, bad lane changing, pathetic parking novice behind the wheel.
It's too tight.
In rehab, Lance has been throwing up on a regular basis. We're trying to build up his confidence, but the man just keeps on vomiting.
I got an email message the other day from a viewer who said she learned an avoidance technique on our show that saved her when this giant truck veered into her lane coming from the other direction. She writes, I thought of Philippe Letourneau saying to you, don't brake, swerve, avoid, then brake when you are safely clear. It was like that part of the show flashed in my memory. Sarah Stosky made the quick maneuver and lived to tell the tale, and there she is right there. That's actually her with her husband, Nevin. Congratulations on surviving, Sarah.
Cheers.
In honor of Sarah, we're going to teach the same avoidance technique to Canada's worst drivers.
And here to teach how to swerve and avoid again is Philippe Letourneau, our high-performance driving expert.
Ready for more training? Training?
Absolutely, man.
There we
I'm really
go.
excited right now.
The training involves avoiding a very sudden obstacle, and that requires not hitting the brake.
Avoid, stabilize, and then get on the brake.
Wow. Okay.
At 50k an hour, if an obstacle appears 4 meters in front of your car, you'll skid into it if you brake.
All of a sudden, boom, a deer. Whoa, avoid, stabilize, and then get on the brake.
Oh my God.
When the bad drivers try it, some of them don't steer enough.
Damn it.
If you go like this, it's not enough.
And some of them instinctively hit the brake and skid.
Oh, I put on the brakes.
You don't want to brake when the car is already crooked. You try to straighten out the car, and then you could get on the brake.
Okay.
It's counterintuitive. But all the bad drivers do learn how to avoid this ugly situation without braking.
Stop.
That's crazy.
Huh? It works?
It works.
Everyone should do well on our Avoid the Car That Pops Out course, because we're doing this challenge in the best car we have, our brand new. Well, it was brand new 4 episodes ago. Our brand new Camaro.
Yeah, here we go, baby. Okay, I gotta get the car up to 70 kilometers an hour, 60, 70, look where I wanna go, wait for the car to pop out. When's it gonna pop out? And then go the direction I wanna go. Geez, there it is. Ooh, stabilize and brake. Whew!
To pass, you have to fight your instinct and not hit the brake. Lance is up first.
70 kilometers an hour, sir. Have a good, safe run.
Lance will see our pop-out car in time, but he skids out of control by hitting the brake.
Did you touch the brake?
I don't know.
Drivers will get 2 shots at this if they can stomach it.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Lance's vomiting comes from something our behavioral psychologist describes as
It's a state of anxiety.
Dr. Lauren Kennedy Smith is observing all the action alongside our driving instructor, Peter Mellor.
Lance has developed in training, but when it comes to the actual challenge, it deserts him.
Sitting next to Philippe is our traffic expert, Cam Woolley.
He's an emotional mess.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I want to graduate. I really want to graduate.
Lance insists he can do this.
I could do it now.
But Lance can't do it. Because whenever Lance has to make a sudden driving decision, he forgets what to do.
I don't know what to do.
He went right in the middle.
Let's get the hell out of this thing. I'm so sorry. I'm never gonna get it. Ever.
What Lance does get is extreme nausea. When we come back, we'll see if the rest of Canada's worst drivers can get our Swerve and Avoid challenge. Canada's worst drivers have learned that in an extremely sudden avoidance situation, it's best to swerve, regain control, and then hit the brakes.
That's crazy.
Huh? It works?
It works.
Now, we're letting them prove they've learned that lesson on our Swerve and Avoid challenge course. Jamie
I'm nervous.
is up next.
I'm just so scared.
Just think about what you need to do and do it.
Jamie needs to drive at 70k an hour. When a foam car pops out, Jamie must swerve the other way.
Okay, I'm at 70.
And to keep control, she can't brake until the swerve is finished.
I don't know if that's a pass.
Jamie can't believe she can do difficult driving.
Takes skill.
Which you now have.
Thank you very much.
Dale
Okay.
says she's okay to go.
Okay, go. Hey, don't touch the brake.
For Dale's run, the foam car will pop out to the right.
Just get ready, just get ready.
Don't. Why are you going to the right?
The car popped out.
When our car popped out, Dale stared straight at it and made a beeline straight for it.
Number one rule of driving is?
Look where you want to go.
And you were looking where? At a car in your way. Where you want to go is to the hole, okay? You look at the hole, and you'll go this way.
When Dale goes again,
Keep going, you're at 70.
she skids out of control by hitting the brake.
You touch the brake. You're not supposed to touch the brake, remember?
After a lot of rehab, Dale is still a bad driver.
I am not a bad driver anymore, Andrew.
Brow beaten Brad is up next.
He and his wife are getting along better in the car.
So much better that Donna will let Brad do this challenge in peace?
Oh, 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 ah, give it up! Ah, 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 ah. They're a good boy.
Brad's driving is improving. But Donna's behavior is not.
He may be a bad driver, but, you know, I'm a pretty bad passenger, apparently.
Slow dancing Diane is up next.
You're so special. I know I'm special.
Go! Diane goes, but she's too afraid to drive 80. It's time for Diane to get over her fear of speed.
Okay, what's the fastest you've ever driven in your life?
Well, maybe 90.
After a lot of talking...
Ready?
Yeah, totally.
Diane agrees to try going 100. And watch this, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, keep going, 90, you're gonna do, ding, 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 you're at 100. Repeat! Diane is at 100! Beautiful.
Wow.
We're gonna do it again.
Could actually be a breakthrough point.
You can drive 100. You can drive on the highway. Come on, you're great.
That was cool. Once I got totally relaxed, it was really fun. It's like, ooh, can I do it again?
We keep going 100 again and again until the old slow Diane is left in the dust. Back on our 70K an hour challenge course. Go! Diane goes, but instead of going 70, she creeps up to over 80 just as the car pops out.
You did it.
For overcoming her speed fear, we'll call that a pass.
Before you came here, would you even be able to come close to that?
No, I would have started crying at the start.
Speed freak Dean is up next.
Don't kill me, eh?
At 80 kilometers an hour, Dean swerves to avoid the pop-out car, but he hits the brakes before the car is stabilized. There is nothing worse than avoiding one emergency, only to create another.
Yeah, don't put the brakes, man. If you put the brakes, you know, you're gonna kill me too.
On run number 2, it's the same skidding story.
Tim, look at your foot.
Once again. To avoid a sudden obstacle,
Don't put the damn brakes.
after the break, no one does correct lane changes.
Why not?
Because they haven't been taught to yet.
Shoulder, mirror, blinker, shoulder check, change lane.
Not quite.
When one car passes another, it is the responsibility of the passing driver to communicate his or her intentions to all other drivers. And the greatest communicating tool inside any vehicle is not the yelling voice of the driver. No, it is also not the horn. It is, in fact, your blinkers. Use your blinkers, people.
For this challenge, the 6 remaining Canada's Worst Driver candidates will go around and around this track, constantly changing lanes. Their nominators will judge the lane changes.
I'm going to hand you out these. These are checklists with how to do a correct lane change.
The list says to change lanes, drivers should check their mirrors, turn on their blinker, then do a shoulder check, then change lanes if it's clear. And just to be clear,
This is not a race. Not a race at all.
for this challenge, Lance is in the Navigator.
They stuck me in the biggest car.
No, Dean has the biggest car.
Dean is in the Ford Custom 500, and the Suzuki Swift belongs to Jamie.
What's the speed limit?
All the cars on this course have a speed limit of 35 kilometers an hour. Because
We don't want this to get weird. This is just a lane-changing exercise. All right, everybody, when you're ready, go!
And with that, Lance pulls out and takes off like it's a race.
It's not a race, dude. Dude, you're going too fast, man.
And he's weaving his way to the front.
Look at that guy.
It's not a race.
Said no racing.
It's not a race.
If I need to graduate, I need to beat these guys.
To succeed in this lane change challenge, drivers have to safely pass me twice. But I'm not even on the road yet.
He has to be in the track.
Well, that, I'm just gonna stop then. I'm just gonna wait.
What's Lance doing?
Why is Lance stopping?
How did it feel?
Drive, Lance!
When he gets going again,
Look, Lance is going like back and forth, and why is he doing that?
I don't know.
Lance intentionally blocks off the other drivers.
He's being a tool. Let him be a tool and on his own time.
Yeah.
Lance's behavior is creating real road rage.
Pick a damn lane, Lance! Holy
It's time for me to hit the road.
I'm in the big Monte Carlo.
To do a correct lane change,
You're supposed to check your mirrors, blinker, shoulder check, and then change lanes.
the logic is
Check your mirrors,
you do that to see if the lane you want to turn into is clear.
blinker,
Your blinker tells other cars what you intend to do.
shoulder check,
That's to make sure the new lane is clear.
and then change lanes.
Make sure you do it in that order. Mirror, blinker, shoulder check, change lanes.
Mirror, shoulder.
Mirrors, shoulder check.
Dale is doing too much shoulder checking.
Shoulder.
And you don't have to go.
When shoulder checking,
Shoulders, change.
just check the lane you're turning into.
If you're going that way, check that way.
Shoulder, mirror, blinker, shoulder check, change lane.
Not quite.
When drivers make an incorrect lane change on this course, there is a penalty.
Okay, the first thing you have to do is...
Blinker.
No.
Drivers must lap me one extra time for each mixed up lane change.
Now you need to do 3. Because you just did that wrong.
Did you do it?
A little mixed up.
Then you got to do another one.
Jamie is learning the procedure of a safe lane change.
So mirrors, blinker,
Yes.
shoulder check.
Yes.
Diane is also getting it right.
Mirrors, blinker, check.
But Dean isn't checking his mirrors. Dale has already cut me off once, and she's about to do it again.
Mirrors.
No, you're not close to being clear of him. You're beside him.
That doesn't stop Dale from changing lanes.
You cut Andrew off twice already.
A few laps later, I'm on the inside turn lane again. When?
Hey! Don't try and get into that lane yet. What are you doing?
Stop, stop,
It's the third time you cut him off.
stop.
Stop, stop.
I need Dale to understand the obvious.
If you're beside someone coming around a turn, it's your responsibility to stay in your lane.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
I'm mad at you.
Me? What for?
You were going in the middle of a lane, back and forth, Lance.
I was in front. It's up to you guys to stay behind me.
Oh, what?
Oh, really?
No, that's not
No.
That was stupid.
It was not stupid.
It was. It was dangerous and stupid, pal. I'm glad I don't live in your province.
when we come back, Lance apologizes to everyone.
I just got too excited.
But Dale and John break down.
You hadn't even put your signal on yet.
Yes, I did. Okay, I didn't.
Canada's worst drivers are learning how to safely change lanes.
I'm learning.
The system we're trying to drill into their heads is
mirror, shoulder. What is it?
Mirror, blinker, shoulder, change.
Well, I got the blinker on.
Mirrors, blinker, shoulder check. Oh my God, I'm scared.
every driver on this course has to pass me twice.
You passed once, right?
Yeah.
So now you have to pass it again.
But if drivers make an unsafe lane change,
and don't change lane, that's bad, Jamie.
They have to pass me an extra time.
Oh, that's bad. You have to pass them 2 more times now.
You gotta pass them 4 more times.
I didn't fail 6 times.
Jamie did, actually.
I didn't, Eric.
Dean failed 3 times, but now...
Shoulder check.
He's changing lanes without blinkering, and he says he's done?
Then...
Finish line.
Baby, I'm home.
Dean didn't learn.
I want to prove a point to Canadian people that I'm learning.
Whenever Brad wants to change lanes, he doesn't get to make his own decisions.
Mirrors.
Mirrors.
Blinker.
Blinker.
Shoulder check. Lane change! Booyah! Booyah! Whee!
Pulling in, Donna thinks Brad did well.
Nice work!
But Brad never got to think for himself.
I just wish she wouldn't be, I don't know, I just, that unconfident in my abilities.
Lance has done so many incorrect lane changes on this challenge. He should be on the track forever. But Lance has had enough. He's stopping.
Oh, and here he comes.
I don't want to get out of the car because I don't want Donna to punch me in the nose.
Lance just wants to stop.
He lost sight of what the actual challenge was.
Jamie has learned the lane-changing point of this challenge.
That was a good one.
Jamie has lane-changing down pat.
Mirrors, blinker, shoulder check. I did it!
Diane will finish next.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Mirror, tinker, shoulder check.
Good. Oh, you're done.
Diane has learned the lane change lesson.
I think it's ingrained now to mirrors, tinker, shoulder check.
It's not ingrained in Dale.
There's nobody left. It's just me.
Dale did not learn how to do a safe lane change.
I learned to check your mirrors, shoulder check, flicker, change lanes. Maybe that's backwards, but I learned how to do it.
And we come back.
Yes, 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 yes! Hold it, hold it, hold it! Yeah!
It's donut time.
This is the worst of the worst, my friend.
Minivans and modern family cars are all front-wheel drive. Sports cars and pickup trucks are rear-wheel drive. What's the difference? Well, rear-wheel drive cars can totally spin out on a slick surface if you give them too much gas. Learning to control such a spin out and then continuing it is something that car enthusiasts call donuts. Learning how to do donuts is the next challenge for Canada's worst drivers.
Ready for more training? Training?
Yes, I am.
To do a donut,
Oh my God.
Philippe punches the gas pedal. When the rear end swings around, he does something called counter-steering. Philippe is going in a left-handed circle, but his wheels are pointed to the right. That is counter-steering.
Counter steer. More gas, more gas, more gas. Counter steer. More gas, more gas, more gas. Counter steer. More gas, more gas, more gas, more gas.
To know exactly how much to steer, look where you want to go.
guess what? You look at the grass, we end up in the grass.
Yeah.
So go back inside.
This is all making sense to Diane.
Keep looking where you want to go. Wow. Keep going. Wow.
But Dale is lost.
Look inside, Dale. Yeah. Wait, break. You always keep looking straight.
Dale scarily proves the point. The drivers go where they look.
Let go to gas. Wait, break. Okay.
I've almost got it. It's just the looking part.
It takes a long time.
Up the gas. Okay, we're getting there.
But all of Canada's worst drivers do learn how to steer into and out of a donut.
Now we want exit over there. Here we go.
Well, all of Canada's worst drivers except Dale.
Why? See my finger? Where were you looking? At the grass? Where are we?
We're on the grass.
So what did we learn?
We learned that my eyes wander
A lot.
a lot.
All right, good luck for your challenge.
Thank you.
For the challenge, they'll be doing their donuts around donuts. In a great big donut! The challenge is to do just one donut around our foam donuts. But, yeah, baby! I'm doing 2 full donuts.
I love this job. And that's how you do a donut around a donut, kids.
Making donuts requires feathering the gas pedal and looking where you want to go.
Now, let's see how Canada's worst drivers do.
Jamie is up first.
Go on the gas and turn. Okay.
Jamie starts off not looking too good.
Oh my God, I can't seem to freaking get it.
Over the next 30 minutes,
What's the boxes?
Jamie doesn't come close to doing a donut.
Holy moly.
But she does understand why she's constantly crashing.
You know what I'm doing? I'm not looking where I want to go.
Jamie has to stop doing that.
I can't do it.
Next to try doing one complete donut is Lance.
Now here I have to do a full 365.
They said that?
Yeah, I have to do a full 365.
A full 365?
Yeah, a full 365, a full circle.
That's to go around the circle is 360.
You know the calendar? It's like 365 days a year.
Yeah.
It's like the world turns 365. It's a full circle. The Earth is a full circle. It's 365. Anyway, let's do this.
A full circle is 360 degrees. Lance never comes close to doing a 360-degree donut. But he comes too close to our stack of donuts.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Lance has some strange beliefs.
You need to be a scientist to do this.
Brad is no scientist.
All right.
But even with Donna talking constantly beside him...
Oh, my Lord. Bradley!
Brad is able to focus on the amount of gas to give the car.
Yeah, baby! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Brad also countersteers correctly.
Go, 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 go! Go, go, go! Go, 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 go! Oh, yeah, baby! Yes, hold it, baby!
Despite Donna's chatter, Brad passed every challenge this episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Speed Freak Dean is up next.
Put on your seatbelt, because this is crazy, man.
Oh, it's crazy, all right. When things go badly for Dean, he often becomes enraged.
What the hell are you going?
This is how you do it. I'm getting pissed now, man.
After half an hour of experimenting,
There's science to this, man.
Dean consistently gives the car too much gas.
I keep stepping on the gas, and I'm not supposed to step on the gas when it starts to spin.
When Diane got to rehab, she was often too nervous to drive.
Diane's emotions are a lot more in control. We're not seeing the crying we used to.
We're not seeing the bad driving we used to either.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it.
I passed.
Diane thinks she's gonna roll out of here.
Yeah, so I'm going home. I'm graduating.
I wonder.
Dale was trained to make donuts.
In the training, it's the worst training session I ever had on this show.
Dale always drives where she looks.
Nope, nope, nope.
She looks at the donuts and drives into them. And then she looks at the wall and drives into that.
She's not looking where she wants to go.
Should be scary, but it's not.
What's really, really scary about Dale is that anything can attract her eyes. Like me running away from her.
Get ya.
Hey, 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 hey! I've had some scary things happen to me on this show, but Dale locking her eyes on me and hitting the gas? I thought she was going to get me. Hey, 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 hey!
Where are you going?
I was chasing you.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Turn that thing off.
Okay.
We're done.
Okay. I was playing with you.
Dale doesn't even realize vehicles are not play toys.
I didn't intentionally go out to get them. I was just playing with them a little bit. I was just having a little fun.
When we come back, the experts hear from the bad drivers.
I'm so embarrassed about my driving.
Then someone graduates.
And the person our experts said they wanted to be on public roads with is...
With only 2 shows left before our final and potentially embarrassing episode, the nominees for Canada's Worst Driver are all lobbying to get out of rehab.
If they graduate me, that I will probably be the most cautious driver on that road.
I think I could be the next graduate.
I am the next graduate.
I'm feeling like new strengths every day. I didn't know that I had them. They're there, they're real, and it's awesome.
You gonna graduate this episode?
I have a feeling I'm gonna graduate.
Totally gonna graduate this episode. Not.
The experts are all ears. First to plead his case for graduation is Brad.
I've come leaps and bounds since I've been here.
Brad is an emotional driver. And today, on the lane change challenge,
Pick a damn lane, Lance! Holy
when Lance was driving recklessly,
It's not a race.
it triggered something in Brad. And that led to something we didn't show you earlier.
That's how my mom got killed, you
20 years ago, Brad's mother was killed while working on a construction site.
Her hard hat had fallen off because of the strong winds, and it was a dump truck, and basically just run over her, and that was it. It destroyed some lives at that moment, so.
So, when Brad saw Lance cutting off bad drivers intentionally, he went to a dark place.
When I see a person acting like a jackass on the road, it's I can't stand it.
Hello, everybody.
Lance knows he won't graduate because of that incident. He also knows that he has to stop crying behind the wheel.
That doesn't have any, that doesn't have anything to do with my driving.
Doctor? May I ask, Lance, what plans do you have for dealing with your emotions?
Just gonna try to keep them at bay.
Diane went 100K an hour today.
Then I went 110. Yeah, that was awesome.
Diane's lane changes were also good.
I learned mirrors, ticker, shoulder.
Boom. Here we go. On the other hand, Dean didn't learn the lane change lesson.
Put my flasher, and then it's like I change my line, and at the same time I have to check my blind spot.
At the same time?
Probably, yeah.
What was the list we gave you?
My mirror, and then my flasher.
Jamie wants to graduate based on her high-speed success.
I'm pretty excited of the stuff that I can do now. I would never thought I would, you know, be able to drive 70 and swerve something and not hit anything, so.
The last time I saw Dale, she pointed a car at me and then hit the gas.
Hey, 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 hey!
Well, my intention was to play with you and then stop.
Straight to it. Who's going to graduate?
Brad and Diane are the two drivers to make the graduation shortlist. And Diane gets Philippe's vote.
I'm not worried about her anymore, as she's way more confident.
Diane may have had the best attitude, but she still didn't have the best results.
Cam and I want Brad to graduate because we believe
we could teach other people more than we could teach Brad.
But Peter and Dr. Lauren agree with Philippe.
My number one pick is Diane.
I think she's ready.
She didn't actually do the best.
Actually, it's pretty debatable. Diane and Brad both passed the donut challenge.
Yes, hold it, baby!
Brad didn't do any thinking on the lane change challenge.
Lane change!
And on the swerve and avoid challenge, Diane clipped a box.
All right, guys, enough of this. Let's actually come up with a unanimous decision that we can all live with, and then I'll go out there. Well, we've reached the end of our 5th episode here this season on Canada's Worst Driver, which means it's time for one more person to graduate and hit the public roads. And the person our experts said they wanted to be on public roads with is... you, Diane. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're not Canada's worst driver.
Thank you.
When Diane arrived in rehab, she was crying all the time.
It is not easy. It is not easy.
But on day 4 of rehab, Diane found her courage and everything changed.
Backing up that RV changed my life completely.
From there, we were just along for the ride as Diane learned stick shift finesse.
You did it!
She learned how to do a donut.
But my self-confidence is, like, great.
And she learned to drive at highway speeds.
Is she crying? Is she throwing up? No, she's going 110.
If it wasn't for this place, I'd still be crying at home, sitting at home, crying because I can't drive anywhere. So it's great.
Bye, you two.
There's only 5 nominees left. Soon, we'll find out which one of them is Canada's worst driver.
On the next episode of Canada's Worst Driver,
I'm not gonna let that boat win.
the nominees learn how to reverse a trailer. We'll see how well they've learned to move a car in a confined space.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
And they'll thread their way through our annual Eye of the Needle course.
Well, that didn't work out so hot.